What's up, broskies, and welcome to the start of this series, Chasing the Dream from Zero to Hero. I went from Schiphol, the airport in the Netherlands, to Antalya, which is located in Turkey, for my first tournament of 2025 at 15K qualies. The location where it's at, it's called the Megasaray Club Beleg. Here you get a little overview. The weather is really nice, even in January already. It's like between 20 to 25 degrees. If it's a really good day, otherwise with some clouds, it's probably going to be around 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. His first quality match of the year, I played against Eric. He's from Hungary. He's 18 years old. I didn't find too much information about him as he hasn't played too much. So I was getting into, so I had the plan to start off hot, start off quick, and put pressure on him to take the match into my own hands. Let's start. The first game of the match already showed that it was going to be quite a long match and intensive rallies because he was a very solid player from the baseline. I had the game plan to start aggressive, come into the net when I get the chance, take the points to myself, take the initiative. After executing my game plan very well the first couple games, I got an early lead, break in the first game. I knew it was going to be some tough challenging rallies as he was very solid from the baseline. And on clay, of course, the rally is going to take longer, especially with someone who likes to grind out the rallies. These long rallies, we're going to take the balls and become really old. And we don't have any ball change in the quality, so I tried to switch it up with some drop shots to try and get a double break. And then we're at game points, you go up 5-1. I'm still playing my game style. I want to play aggressive, come into the net, take the points towards myself, push him back, which was going really well up to that point. Unfortunately, he hit a net court here, and I think that was kind of a pivot moment in the match. If I took this point, it was 5-1 double break. He had to stay in the match. After I didn't take that point, I ended up losing the game, losing my serve. He held serve, so I'm up 4-3. Overall, in my own serve game there, I hit 4 unforced errors and 3 double faults, so that's 7 3-points. That's just too much at this level, so I'm going to try to work on that. But here we are at 4-3, 30-all. It was a very intense moment, intense point. It was a miscommunication here as he thought he stopped to check the mark. I thought he kept playing and only stopped after my smash hit the fence. Fortunately, in the qualies, there's no referees on the court, and there was no referee close to the courts to watch it. So after a brief discussion, referee agreed with him, which ended up giving him the point. Didn't think too much about it. I tried to stay aggressive, maybe a little bit over-aggressive. And as you can see, I kind of took my frustrations out by calling it on that play, which had nothing to do with it. I was just being over-aggressive. This right here is a really tough point. Game point, a little bit of stress from both sides. I've been playing already for 15 minutes on this set. Hit a little hot shot, guessed the right corner. He applauded. He said, okay, good shot. Then we get into the tiebreak. Trying to keep myself loose. Starting the tiebreak off aggressive, the same way I started the match. Stay consistent, trying to push him back, trying to get into the court, trying to stay aggressive. He went a little bit further back, coming into the net. Another boom, hot shot. My own serve, going up 2-1. I ended up taking a mini break 3-1, losing a mini break directly as I'm down 5-4 in the tiebreak here. Still trying to keep to my game plan coming into the net. This volley, I just looked at the approach shot too much, got in too late. He put it into the feet, and unfortunately 6-4 down. Tough to finish that set with an unforced error there in the net, especially being up a double break. I went off the court. After a little toilet break, I came back for the second set. I rebooted myself and started working on my game plan again because he was starting to get more solid, so I needed to switch something up. As I tried to switch something up, I still kept playing aggressive, maybe just a little bit more outside the court. Still coming into the net, another boom! Hot shot, no look, backhand smash, short cross. Over here, I made a horrible call. He had a second serve. I called it out too fast. It was in. He came over. Of course, fair play. I had to say it was in. I already said it was in before I even looked at the mark because I knew I was in the wrong. 30-all. Same as in the first set, after the discussion, here I missed a shot. I'm focusing on making that call on the point before instead of just realizing what I did on the shot and keeping it back into it. At this point, we're almost at an hour and 40 minutes into the match. The balls are old, they don't move anymore. The rallies are getting super long. I had to try to come into the net again, try to stay aggressive, do something, because otherwise these balls are not even gonna pass the serve line anymore. I realized that switching up the tactic with these balls had to be crucial, so I tried to force him more on the backhand and still use a drop shot as he was quite far behind the baseline. Here I'm walking it off like it was the most normal shot, but it was more because it was 25 degrees. It was a very long match, very long intensive points in that game, and I just had to catch my breath after that drop shot. Another crucial point that I unfortunately didn't take, 5-4, 15-30. Here we have a rally that's massive, a hot shot rally. It's gonna be on tennis TV, bro. I tried to do a little bit too much cheekiness and ended up missing the backhand. Instead of 15-42 set points, it went 30 all. He held serve, and I went 15-40 on my own serve on 5-5. Of course, ice in the veins, as these 2 points were crucial for me to keep serve at 5-5 in the second set. Because going down on 6-5, serving for the match, after a 2-hour plus match already, that's gonna be deadly. So I really tried to focus on winning these 2 points here. Second point, I had a second serve, tried to stay aggressive with my backhand, pushing him back, tried to force something out of these balls as they didn't move anymore at all. Here I was able to hit a good inside out, get him there. This game took actually like 15 minutes. I ended up getting like 3 more break points back, some game points. Fortunately, I was able to take it here. Unfortunately, take it into another tiebreak as he held serve. Up again in the tiebreak, 4-3 mini break. Like I said in the beginning of this video, these rallies were gonna be massive towards the end. He's very solid. He stayed aggressive, stayed looking for the shot. I tried to push. Could have done something different. This point just shows how intense this battle was. We're already at 2 hours 20 at least into this match, and nobody wanted to give in a little bit. Here he played an incredible counter, ended up taking the point as I was out of position, and he took back the mini break. Luckily, the bounce of the smash was a little bit over his head, and I went up set point. As I've been missing too many first serves on important moments this match, I tried to switch it up a little bit on set point. It ended up working well, the return came short, and I was able to hit one of my favorite shots back and down the line to take the set. The way I want to start the super tiebreak was playing like the mental side of Djokovic, just playing aggressive, keeping my margin, taking the points where I can, but not forcing myself. Started off doing it perfectly with this example, the first point in the super tiebreak, taking a mini break directly with this short cross backhand. Unfortunately, that was also one of the few points that I did it, as Eric was playing good in this super tiebreak as he hit some winners from very tough positions. Here the net court didn't really help me, putting me back into defense as he took over very quickly on this point. After some very good winners from Eric and some unforced errors from myself, I was down 9-3 in the super tiebreak. And all I could think of was just make the ball, get the ball in the court, even when he tried to push me back, just make sure I stay solid. Ended up working for some points. Ended up getting back on 5-9. He had a very good return, pushed me back into the backhand corner a lot. Had a little bit of luck with that net court as this rally continued. All I was thinking, okay, just keep the ball in, keep it cross, don't do anything crazy. In the end, he ended up making this mistake, and I went down 9-7. At 9-7, everyone always starts to think a little bit, ooh, if I take this point, it's going to be 9-8, only one more point. maybe that was a key moment on that I started trying to do a little bit too much, trying to force the point again instead of just keeping the ball in. At this point, my legs are not even moving anymore. We've been playing for 2 hours 30 plus. Didn't see him come into the net there, and he ended up killing me with a volley. 6-7, 7-6, 10-7, 2 hours 40, being up a double break. It's the next day. Post thoughts of the match after the emotions calmed down a little bit. The body's pretty banged up. Some soreness, abs, calves. It's either between 20 to 25 degrees here. The match took well over 2 hours. 7-6, 6-7, 10-7, up a double break. 9-3 down, going back to 9-7 in the super tiebreak. It was a roller coaster of a match. I think I kind of played myself out of the match. Mentally, I thought I did really well, staying strong in there after losing the first set, having quite a lot of break points down on 5-5 in the second. Took that game 6-5, played a good second set tiebreak, going back to 7-6. I don't know what happened in super tiebreak. I told myself I wanted to play like with the mindset of Djokovic, who has the mindset in the super tiebreaks and normal tiebreaks of just playing aggressive with margin, but being in control. I started well with the first point, did really well with that, and then after, I think I just lost the mindset of doing that, and I tried to go a little bit too quick again. He had some good winners. That was tough. Didn't hit too many in the entire match. I felt like I was more dictating in the match, but he came across with some good shots at the right moments, and it took me down to 9-3 with some unforced errors with it as well, some free points, which was, I think, the killing part in this match overall. I gave him too many free points. Everything together, very tough, but we have to learn and we have to adapt and we have to continue and take it with us to the next tournament, which is next week, playing some pre-qualies before, trying to see how that goes, some extra rhythm, some extra matches, and then on to the next qualies of a 25K.